All right, so this expression above here is equivalent to a all over x squared, the quantity x plus 2 squared, where a is a positive constant and x cannot equal negative 2. What's the value of a? So really what we need to do is we need to add these or subtract, but we'll just say add, and think of it like we're adding a negative number. Now in order to add fractions, we have to have a common denominator. And so as I look at this, I see here that in order to have a common denominator, I have to take the second equation and multiply it by, Alright, and multiply it by x plus 2, and that'll give me x plus 2 squared. But whatever I do on the bottom, I also have to do on the top. So now when I do that, what I end up with is 2x plus 6 all over x plus 2, the quantity squared, minus 2 times x plus 2, and now I have a common denominator of the quantity x plus 2 squared. Okay? So now, to finish this thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this negative 2 and distribute it through the parentheses. Then I also, because it's a common denominator, I could write everything over that common denominator. Right? So I have 2x plus 6. That's just writing that down. Then I'm going to say negative 2 times x, so I say negative 2 times x. All right. Then negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Okay, good. So far, so good. When I have a 2x and a negative 2x, those two cancel. That equals 0. And then I have 6 minus 4, which is 2. So I have 2 all over the quantity x plus 2 squared. And remember, they said that this should be a over x plus 2 squared. So then a must equal 2. Okay? What's your question? Maybe we went a little too fast. So let's recap this real quick. So what they're saying is the expression above is equivalent. That means equals. Something that looks like this. In other words, what they're saying is 2x plus 6 all over the quantity x plus 2 squared minus 2 let me write it down instead of saying it. And then they want to know, what's a? Okay? Well, in order for me to find out a, I have to combine these. See, I have two terms here, and I only have one term here. So I've got to take these two terms on the left side of the equal sign and combine them. So in order to combine them, I have to have a common denominator. So that takes us through this process of making a common denominator. Once we algebraically have a common denominator, then we go through combine everything, and then I end up with the one term. Right? And so, basically, it has to equal a. This is an a, not a 9. Maybe that's the confusion. That's an a, the variable a. And if that's the variable a over this stuff, and I have a 2 over here, I guess you could say, well, if I multiply everything by x squared plus, or x plus 2 squared, then this will cancel with this and this, and you're left with a equals 2. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So that's done with algebra.